Our next guest is quite a remarkable man. Before entering college, Father Schuelkens served in the Navy for 6 years. He participated in Operation Desert Storm, as well as Operation Desert Shield. In 2006, Father Schuelkens graduated from Mount St. Mary's Seminary in Emmitsburg, Maryland, with a Master's in Divinity, magna cum laude, and a Master of Arts in Theology with an emphasis in moral theology, summa cum laude. He is pastor of Our Lady of Peace Parish and Grade School, designated pastor at Bishop Donahue High School, chaplain of Wheeling Central High School, diocesan chaplain to the Boy Scouts and vocations promoter. So please give a warm welcome to Father Schuelkens.
I wish to thank Mr. John Price and the We the People movement for inviting me to be here with you this evening. This is a topic which I have addressed with my parishioners, and this is a topic bishops and pastors are addressing all over the country. In the United States, there are currently 181 Catholic dioceses who have a bishop. To date, 181 Catholic bishops have written letters speaking out against the mandate issued by the Department of Health and Human Services, which we are addressing this evening. In addition to the Catholic bishops, 56 Orthodox bishops have signed a letter backing statements of the United States Conference of Catholic Bishops. The National Clergy Council, which is a network of church leaders from Catholic, Evangelical, Orthodox, and Protestant traditions, has declared a state of emergency. Why? Why the declarations? Why all these letters? The administration insists that the issue is contraception. As Mr. McFarland has pointed out, it is not an issue of contraception. It is a most important issue concerning the future of religious freedom in this country. And thank God, people are coming together, gathering together against this real and palpable threat. A week ago, we discussed this topic at our high school youth group. After I explained about the mandate and the threat to religious liberty, one of the students responded by telling me that the mandate had changed and that everything was okay now. This was a frightening moment for me. This was a frightening moment because it showed me that many people can be fooled by the so-called policy revisions. The same teenager later saw clearly that the revision still requires all institutions to be necessary cooperators in providing abortifacients, sterilizations, and contraceptives. As Archbishop Gomez of Los Angeles put it, the revision completely misses the point. The issue here is not one of bookkeeping or accounting. It's a matter of moral principle and religious liberty. Bishop Jenke of Peoria reminds us that no president has ever tried to tell us what to believe or define what is our ministry. The notion that the church must cooperate with intrinsic evil is appalling. And that is what the administration is demanding of the Catholic Church and all institutions. I reiterate, many are in real danger of being drawn into the quicksand of this policy and its revisions, which are gravely misleading. Archbishop Cardinal Wuerl of the Archdiocese of Washington, D.C. said it plainly: the only complete solution to the problem that this mandate poses would be for Congress to pass the Respect for Rights of Conscience Act, introduced by U.S. Representative Jeff Fortenberry of Nebraska. Archbishop Cardinal Dolan of the Archdiocese of New York agreed with Cardinal Wuerl that this bill would produce an ironclad law, simply saying that no administrative decrees of the federal government can ever violate the conscience of a religious believer or religious institutions. Why would this administration willingly set aside religious liberty for the sake of free access to abortifacients, sterilization, and contraception? It is imperative that we ask this question. I think I stand firmly on the trail blazed by 181 bishops when I say that the Catholic Church cannot and will not follow this mandate. Furthermore, we do not need 12 months to ponder the question of whether or not we will formally cooperate with the killing of innocent children by paying for drugs like RU-486. How then will the government deal with the 600 plus Catholic hospitals, Catholic charities, and the like? Will they seek to close us? Is that their intention? With the sudden loss of care provided by Catholic ministries, there would be many, many people who would suffer. In a lot of areas, there may even be chaos. I'd like to read to you an excerpt of a homily given by Father Sammy L. Millett, Jr., from the city of St. John, Indiana, who addresses this point in an eloquent manner. Speaking of a sudden loss of Catholic health and social ministries, Father Millett proposes that there would be a gap, a crisis in our nation. And then we begin to see the real issue going on here. Because once that happens, the government can reasonably argue that we cannot, as a nation, allow that suffering to continue. And then the government will step in and provide less effective and more costly services, which will mean more government employees. Taxes will be raised to cover this, and the ultimate goal behind all this is exposed. For the United States of America will be one step closer to socialism. And in every country that has become socialistic, religion has become peripheral. Archbishop Cardinal George of Chicago makes a chilling comparison of our current plight. He says, freedom of worship was guaranteed in the Constitution of the former Soviet Union. You could go to church if you could find one. The church, however, could do nothing except conduct religious rites in a place of worship. No schools, no religious publications, no healthcare institutions, organized charity, ministry for justice, and the works of mercy that flow naturally from a living faith. All of these were co-opted by the government. We fought a long, cold war to defeat this vision of society. In closing, I re-echo Archbishop Cardinal Wuerl's call to pass the Respect for Rights of Conscience Act. It is a sure and timely safeguard in a realm of rising socialism. Tonight, we stand together. We stand for religious liberty. We stand for the principles upon which this nation, under God, was founded. May God bless you, and may God bless America.